What's up, beautiful people? We are back and we are recapping season 10 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Well, this season, Kiera and Wendy are having a little disagreement with Wendy's dismissive behavior, which she's been accused of many a times. Guess who's back? Monique Samuels, and Giselle says she was happy to reconnect with Monique and see if she's still the same person. And of course, the queen herself, the Grand Dame, has finally been released from jail and will have her season 10 premiere on The Real Housewives of Potomac. So listen, join me and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva as we recap this season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. And it's all in good fun, so make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to both channels. See y'all soon.
You just gotta...
Good evening, everybody. It is a wonderful Wednesday evening, and we are back with the recap. And we are recapping Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 3. The Players Ball. And I called it the Mom and Son Brawl. Okay.
Okay. Ciao.
What a fight.
Into it. Okay.
What a fight. But listen, Auntie, it is Wednesday. We are literally 1 week away from Christmas. When Christmas is what, next Thursday? Like, it is crazy. 2025
God.
is gone. Like,
I just can't even believe it. Like, it's just crazy. It's just bananas.
It is bananas. But we are here. Welcome, everybody. If you have not hit the like button on Royaire's World and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, please make sure you hit the like button on both channels. We appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to both channels and your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. And then do us one more favor. Hit the share button for the holidays.
Come on now.
Gift to somebody, okay? The people need a gift, okay? And every gift ain't gotta cost nothing. All you got to do is highlight the link and send it to the people, okay? So hit that share button, highlight the link, and send it to somebody and say Merry Christmas. How you doing?
How you doing? Merry Christmas. How you doing? Okay.
What's going on, Auntie? How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. All is well. I can't believe we are literally at the end of the year. Like, it don't even make sense to me. And I have not finished shopping. Usually, honestly, by now, I finished shopping. I was looking for a pen. No, this weekend, I'm going to be in the streets because she ain't ready. I'm partially ready. And then you know what, too, Royaire, on Sunday is my book club meeting, my end of the year book club meeting.
Wow.
So she got a lot to do. Yeah. But I did get 80% of my book club grab bag gift, and it's cute, honey.
Okay, all right now. Well, listen, you got to give us a little short, get the people a little short.
Well, you know, the only reason why I can't, I have one faithful book club member that watches me all the time and watches everything, because I would have showed it to you because she would see it. She would see it. So I can't let y'all see it only because of her.
Well, shout out to the faithful member that views all the time.
Yes. My girl do not miss an episode, so I love her, and that's the only reason why I can't show it. I would show it to y'all because it's super cute.
Well, record it and then drop it afterwards. You know, we doing our short thing.
That's exactly what I'll do.
We got to store the shorts, honey. We got to store them up.
You gave me the idea, Royaire. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I record it and I upload it later.
Yes. All righty. Well, listen, y'all. We are here to recap Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 3, The Players Ball. But before we get into that, let's jump into a little street news story, people.
With the street news.
So, Diva, you know, for those of you who don't know, we recapped over here. Remind me later, whatever. We recapped over here the Braxtons, season 2 and season 1. So you can go back and watch either season for us. And so during the Braxton season, so much went down. You know, Ashley came from out of the country to share her story. Tamar got a cease and desist from the family, you know, well, from someone that was not the sisters, allegedly. All of this stuff happened. Well, in the midst of all of that, there was some tea dropped at the table. You know, apparently, Tawanda said, these are Tawanda's words, that her sister likes to sleep with her other sister's man. Okay.
That was so messy. That was so messy.
So you had him first. You would know. I said, oh. Well, Tamar has ran on down to the Sherry show because we know Tamar dropped music earlier this summer. And so the forefront is, supposed to be her music. But this question came up at the Sherry show. So let's watch this clip and see what they had to say.
She accused you of a romance.
It's not that Brian, Diva. It's another Brian. This is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to move on. This whole situation with the sisters, like when I tell you, in all honesty, Diva, like I hate this. I really dislike that it has come to a point where we can't have even a mutual respect for one another in regards to just things that are just off limits. I do believe that on reality TV that there should be things that are off limits. And that is one of them, in my opinion. Whether you've messed with somebody in the past, somebody in the, if this is something that we all know about, let's leave it off limits. Let's not go below the belt. And I feel like that was just a complete below the belt for all of the sisters across the board. But word on the curb is, Diva, that Birdman and Tamar did date in the early 2000s for just a few months before Tony got him. So if anything, according to the streets, Tony stole him from Tamar.
The thing is, she said on the Sherry Shepherd show, I'm gonna go by her words, that her and Birdman, Brian, she called him Brian. Okay, sometimes Birdman, sometimes Brian. They were good friends or whatever. And then he always wanted Tony. So, but he wanted Tony when she was married. Then when she got divorced, he had his opportunity. And I saw more of the interview. I'll just say this. The whole thing is tragic. We already know the sisters, they go through what they go through. And the sisters go through a lot. But one thing she said in that interview was, she said, sometimes you got to go through it to get to the other side. And you know what? The sisters are going through it. I still think Tawanda is the sneaky link. And I think that she will come out her face and say whatever, however, whenever, and she don't care who she destroyed and all of that. And Tawanda got a lot going on. Why would you marry this man and then transfer your house into his name? It's shady to me. She does a lot. So I'm not the biggest fan of Tawanda's. I like Tamar, and Tamar got a lot going on with her. But I don't think that Tamar was sleeping with Birdman while him and Tony was together. I never thought that for 1 minute.
Me either.
So I just feel like Tawanda does a lot. And she didn't come to on that show to do this over. She didn't come to to honor Tracy's name. She came with the foolery, the straight foolery. So whatever, Tawanda.
How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, best of luck to that whole family situation. I seen a poll that was done on Facebook a couple of days ago on whether or not the Braxtons should be brought back. And when I tell you, Diva, it was a very mixed review. It was a very mixed review. So I'm never for I'm never for anybody losing their check. But also, I don't know how far down the family line we want to go either to just ruin the complete family, So
they can't get no worse than they already are. Tony is hiding what they are. She's talking about we ain't ghetto, mommy ain't teach us like this. Mommy did. And y'all are ghetto, and it's okay. All right. It ain't that serious, Coney. And Tony, now we know too that you ain't as prim and proper as you like to play to be. So, because you stood up first at that table.
You was knucking and bucking and ready to fight.
Okay. And then Tamar had to stand up. So whatever, Tony. But you know what? They're not the worst reality show I ever saw. So why not let them come back and get their
Yeah. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here
for it. Mm-hmm.
All righty, well, let's jump into our recap. Let's see the Players Ball, episode 3. So we opened up with Dr. Heavenly and her son Zachary. You know, Heavenly said that she's ready for grandkids. Zach said that he like a lot of girls. Heavenly, I don't think you can count on Zach to be the one to bring you your first grandchild. So let's go.
I think the first grandchild is already here, or some first baby's already here, because we saw the Similac in the cabinet about 2-3 seasons ago.
How you doing?
And she wanted to try to tell us that daddy need to use that milk because he got stomach issues. It's the lies for me, but whatever.
Simone is doing her doctor thing, of course, in her office. And then Brandi, she is giving lip injections at this appointment. So that was our little check-in scenes at the doctor's offices. We open up with Contessa and Toya. Now, Contessa is throwing her party for her last year in her 40s. So it's going to be a 70s themed party. All the ballers and players are coming out on the disco dance floor to do their thing, okay? It's giving boogie on down. I was like, okay, Contessa, we see you, okay? Now, Diva, when Contessa walked up in her purple outfit and her afro, I did not recognize who it was at first. I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh, this is Contessa. Okay.
She was unrecognizable with the afro, but not the body. But go ahead.
Contessa wants to have a lot of action and activities at her party. So, you know, she wants to have, you know, a dance floor. She wants to have balloons. She wants to have a disco party. She wants to have food, beverages, dessert. She wants it to be an all-out party. Contessa has never had a birthday party before. This is her first birthday party ever, okay? In the 49 years that she's been on this earth, this is the first birthday party she's had, okay? So she's going all out.
Mommy and daddy ain't never give her no birthday party.
Not her mama that died in 2010.
I'm gonna beat you.
I'm sorry. I did it.
Oh God! All right, you know what? You right. In the dad, he was on substances, so you are correct. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
She's having to do all of this herself. Okay. Contessa was complaining because she wants her husband to do more and step up, you know, and really help out. And Toya says all the husbands need to step up and help out more, except for Eugene. And I'm glad she put that caveat on it, because Eugene don't need to do nothing else in this world. Nothing. Okay.
He got 10 jobs that are 5 hours away.
Contessa is considering having either a purple carpet or a red carpet for this event for her to strut down when she comes in. She wants a huge dance floor, like I said, decoration. She wants to keep this under $40,000, okay? So I guess 40s, 40,000 for the 40s, okay? So I said, okay, girl, listen, if you got it, she said she got it. She ain't worried about it. Scott is writing the checks and everything is good and he ain't complained yet. Let's see. Toya feels that some of that money needs to go to working on their building, to finishing up their building, okay? I said, they got some nerve trying to tell people what to do with their money. Meanwhile, they're on their 10th house, or 12th rather, but okay. Toya said that she wants a positive party at Contessa's birthday. You know, she really wants to keep it positive. Contessa is planning on inviting the friend group and her other friends, you know, in life as well.
Oh, you froze? Did he freeze for everybody else? Where you froze for me?
Am I back?
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Okay, yeah, I did black out for a second. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, you going out again?
Oh. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
It's like going in and out.
Oh my God. Okay. Are we back?
Yeah, you back.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, that was that first scene. So anything on that?
Okay, so when we went to Smiles by Dr. Heavenly, we saw her son there, and he talking about he like a lot of girls, so he don't know when mama gonna get no grandkids, whatever. We want to know about the son that don't want to come home.
She done told you she don't know where David Jr. is. She don't know where he at. What more do y'all want?
Oh God, we want to know, will he be having some grandkids? And we want to know about the rest that happened 2 years ago that daddy just told you about, and you had to find out on the internet when you were scrolling. That's what we want to know. Dawn, Zachary, who likes a whole bunch of people. Dr. Simone. Why am I fooling with you on this Wednesday, Royaire? Listen, Dr. Simone and her patients. I always like to see Dr. Simone and her patients, you know, because Dr. Simone is working very hard, and we're going to find that out later on down in the scene, okay? She don't even know when she's going to be able to retire.
Nobody gives a damn about it.
So listen, all right. So that's Dr. Simone, okay. Yeah, I saw Lawson. I saw. So Brandi injecting the people's lips. You know, I'm just not into unnecessarily, Royaire, putting stuff in your body. And it's always shocking to me. Listen, I can't knock them. Listen, they gotta make their money, they're doing their thing. But it's shocking to me when a medical professional is willing to be injecting you with stuff so freely. I don't know. And as a Black girl, how much bigger do you need your lips to be? I don't know. But anywho, okay, so we saw Brandi. And just like Tia, I gotta warm up to Brandi. I haven't warmed up to Brandi yet. And maybe that's why, you know, I saw her scene like,
Yeah,
but
she's
anywho,
slowly working on me. She working on me slowly.
Yeah. So Dr. Contessa meeting up with Toya and her party planner for this Players Ball party. It was interesting. Her coming with that outfit on, you know, when I think about the slaying of the fashion, you know, I gotta give it to Wendy, whether she returns the stuff after she wears it or not. I mean, I can't. You know, she be slaying in these scenes. Contessa looked a hot stinking mess. And listen, this is me being 100 on Royaire. I'm not trying to shade, but when Dr. Contessa, I understand why she did her medical procedure with her breast. I get it, right? I'm not even trying to be funny with that. But I feel like the surgeon could have constructed it better.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's just like it just is no naturalness to it.
She needs a refund.
It just seems like there's one over here, one all the way over here. I feel like they got to put it together a little bit better because Contessa's working hard to keep her body in shape, but she looks awkward in the clothes that she is wearing because of the way they reconstructed her breast. It doesn't give her any, it's not doing anything for her. No. And she's pretty. And then too, the other thing with Contessa and these confessional, the wigs are not wigging. She needs help. So you spending $40K budget on this party, and I do have to agree with Toya. Right message, wrong messenger. You need to finish that building. Okay. And then if you don't use it, on the building, get a stylist because her outfits, her outfits are not complimenting her at all. Her showing up to her party like that was a hot stinking mess. Okay. I get the 70s theme, and I guess she wants to celebrate her last year in her 40s, but then next year is a milestone because you're going to be 50. I mean, what is the budget going to be then? 100K for a
50K?
party?
I thought 50K. I thought we was going by the age. So we spending 40K, we leaving our 40s, we're going to 50K since we're going into our 50s.
So, and what's her name? Quatisha was the party planner. I'm not slapping my name on no TV as the party planner. And then when y'all get there, it don't look like much planning happened. But we'll talk about that when we get to the party. See? All right. She wore positive energy, and she felt like, people putting on the 70s outfit is going to bring positivity. I was just like, all right, Contessa. Contessa does have a problem with talking about her husband too much.
Yes.
And then she get mad when the people throw it back up in her face.
In a negative way.
So, girl, stop talking about your husband. Stop talking about Scott. And then the people won't have nothing to say. Right? She was saying she even invited Dr. Heavenly. And Toya was like, well, Dr. Heavenly energy was off the last time we saw her. But she says everybody's invited. And that's why she thought just the theme alone was going to allow everybody to have a nice energy.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this scene with Contessa and Toya was very interesting. I know in past years they have not really gotten along, so for them to be in the space where they are getting along, it's nice to see. How genuine is coming off, I don't know, because when I tell you Toya is firing shots left and right about Contessa in these confessionals, I mean, poo pow pang, like laying her out, okay? Yeah. But it ain't no lie. I will say that she's speaking the truth. The party planner for Contessa to wanted everything she was asking for. I guess things are just expensive now, Diva. $40,000 is a lot. And from what we've seen in that beginning scene, for those of us that watched the show, I didn't see $40,000 worth of work, Diva. Did you?
No. So, like you said, everything is expensive. And then she had a guest list of 200.
Yes.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I
would imagine maybe the bulk of that maybe went to food, drinks, and dessert, you think?
Maybe so. But I mean, I could get $10,000 for food, right? I don't know, because even if you say it's $100, well, you know what? If you talking it's $100 per person to eat with the drink package and everything, well, 200 people, there go $20K right there.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lawson said it was giving 12, maybe.
Yeah. Jeremy said she was charged 40, but they spent 6. Ooh, child, listen.
Oh, Jesus. Hilarious. Okay. The gambling table was about 15K. Open bar for 2 to 3 hours is 10 to 15K. Okay.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well, now we know where the money went.
Listen. Okay.
Because I mean, the little disco, for those who didn't watch, there was a little disco, a little record with her name on it. There were some balloons. There was the little light up, words that said players, ball. Like it just, I don't know. It was what it was. It was what it was. Yeah. So in our next scene, we have Quad and King. Diva, I'm just like, maybe some people will call it a hater. And, sometimes I do have a little haterade in me, but I don't think this is hate when I say this. I just don't care for Quad and King. I just don't care for the relationship. It doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem like they're together for the right reasons. And this scene said it all for me. It really, really said it. So, we start off in the kitchen. King is eating dinner or having some food. Quad talks about him always eating the food up or whatever. They tell us that they are trying. Well, Quad shares with us that they are trying to have a baby, and in my opinion, is Quad more so trying to have a baby than King. Okay. Quad said that she has a friend who was 46 and just had triplets. She asked where this friend, where the doctor was. The doctor's in Nigeria, or excuse me, in Ghana. In Ghana. So she's decided to go be with this doctor in Ghana. Jackie is going to hold her blood work and tracings, going back and forth with that. She's agreed to do that. Quad is taking shots to help get her pregnant. King talks about how the shots makes her be, a villain and have mood swings really, really bad and just off the chain. They have already had 2 eggs with what is it, Diva, when they remove the eggs? Is that what it is?
Yeah, egg retrieval.
Egg retrieval. They've already done that. They have 2 eggs. King said that this is an expensive thing that's going on. He could have bought a car if this doesn't work out. He also said he was trying to dodge this bullet. But then he said it was a blessing in disguise.
Oh, she said that.
Oh, okay, yes.
She said that.
I'll stop here. We can talk about this real quick because the next thing is the party. So
okay. So Quad and King, can we get Dr. G and Sweet Tea back? This is ridiculous. This is nothing but some phony and fraud. Is getting that King is getting paid by Quad, but he's doing her dirty just like TJ did Stacy dirty.
Come on, Stacy Jr.
Okay, because he just shaded her when she came out and they was talking about the food. He said she gonna have an attitude when she takes these shots and all of that. He does not want kids. Doesn't he have kids already? I thought he did because she said he's a good father.
He has a daughter.
Yeah, so he don't want no more kids. And then I said to myself, I had to keep looking at the screen, Royaire. I said, does he have contacts in his eye, colored contacts? You got to look back. He has colored contacts in his eyes. And I said, for real, King, this what you doing? It looked a whole hot, stinking, filthy, nasty mess. Okay. He does not want this baby. He doesn't want the baby. I don't even know what to say. How you look foolish that now you sitting up on this TV. You claim you didn't want to have any babies with Greg, and thank God they didn't, because it would have been a whole hot mess, right?
Girl, he sure do. Oh my God.
He looked hot. It was a mess. It was a mess. He's not that, to me, he doesn't seem that comfortable on the cameras. And he's not the kindest to her. And so it's ironic that she talked about the way Greg treated her. Well, really, King ain't treating you that much better, boo. So I don't know. And I think he for real. He would have rather bought a car than to be dealing with her and these infertility shots and the retrieval of these eggs and whatever else. He doesn't want this to work at all. I ain't got nothing else to say. But pluck the contacts out your eyes because you look silly.
Because I can't see, it don't look like he got him in, and the eyes don't look the same in the confessional as they do in the scene. So, oh my God, wow, you better clock that, T. Okay. Yes, this scene it was just such a cringing moment for me, this whole scene. It was like you left a marriage that you said you were being disrespected and talked down to and mistreated to get in a relationship where you're being disrespected, talked down and mistreated. Like repeating the cycle is what we call it, I believe. That's what it's giving. You're repeating the cycle. For any Diva, and I can say this as a man, when a man says something, he means it.
Yeah.
He means it.
Yeah.
He been ducking and ducking and dodging them bullets that you've been shooting at him, girl.
Girl.
He do not want another kid.
And you know what? I won't be surprised if we find out on the slide that he got a vasectomy.
Ooh. Come on for the vasectomy.
I don't. He doesn't want no kid.
He is literally.
And you know what, Royaire? Not for nothing. Why would you wait all this time and sit there and have a kid with somebody you ain't even married to?
You're not even
married to medicine, my love.
Live with. You don't even live together.
That part.
Y'all don't even live together.
Mm-mm.
We're still figuring this out. How about we figure that out first before we bring a child into this mess?
That part. She sounds stupid.
I just like you were that desperate to get back on this camera with somebody that's gonna talk to you like this, the same way that Greg was treating you.
Oh, okay.
According to what you said.
Okay.
But he's a good man because he can lay it down 15 times a day. Whoop-de-darn do.
Which that ain't happening either.
Child.
That ain't happening, Royaire.
Yeah, this
and then you somebody, if you want it so much, then you need to feed me. King, stop it. Y'all not having sex that much.
I was just totally disgusted by the behavior. You know, he is showing us who he is, and if Quad ain't gonna believe it, I'll believe it for you, girl. But trust and believe, he ain't here for the long haul at all.
No, he's not. He's
and
not.
If you have this baby, God bless. That's all I'm gonna say. God bless. God bless.
He said, wait, they say it's not that Keen is not comfortable with the camera. He's not comfortable with the cameras or not comfortable with Quad. Child. Keen is not into Quad. I just question why then is he hanging around? Because I think he's getting money to be on the show. I think she's giving him some money.
Either money or what's the word I'm looking for? Publicity.
Yeah, no, I think it's more money. I think she giving some of that money up. But Ray, if I'm paying you and you don't even know how to act the part well, then no, I got to cut you. Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah.
So we are still prepping for Contessa's birthday party. Brandi has arrived early to help out Contessa. Contessa is hopping out the car with all of her things with no Scott to be in sight. Okay, he's not here, he's not present, and he ain't helping. Okay.
Don't do Scott, Dad. Don't do that to Scott.
Okay, look, he wrote the check, so according to Contessa. So there we go. The place it had balloons. You know, they had a casino table, they had an open bar, they had food. You know, it seemed you know, like a decent party. 40,000. I don't know. Maybe I just have high expectations. If I'm paying 40,000, I needed to be just laid for 40,000, in my opinion.
The big players club, and then there was a picture with a record with her picture on it.
Yeah,
she was happy.
Okay. You know, Contessa gave Brandi some advice. Brandi said she's been married for 10 years. Contessa said, never tell your husband that you can handle it. Don't worry about it. You got it. Never. Because once you do, he will never do again. Okay? Contessa has made that mistake in her marriage. She told her husband, I got this. Don't worry about it. We have a small scene with Angel and Mimi. They're getting ready together. You know, Angel said, well, what should I expect? And Mimi said, expect the unexpected. Angel asked Mimi, did she grow up in the 70s? And Mimi said, girl, no. I was like, oh, come on, Reed. We see Jackie and Heavenly, they're getting ready together. Jackie wants to bring the style. No, Heavenly said that she wants to bring the 70s style back. It was retro and in then. Jackie said the 70s was very free, you know, spiritually and sexually. And the people pay for it, but they're sexually transmitted diseases, okay? And so then we go into the party for Contessa. It is an all-cast event. All of the ladies do show up. Like I said, there's casino tables, there's craps, there's dance tables, food, drinks, all of the above. Mimi thinks that's the 70s is all about disco and bumping action. Curtis said that he does not miss the 70s because he didn't like the afros. Toya said that the 70s were all about sequins and shade sunglasses. Eugene said that the 70s was diapers, baby food, and daycare because he was born in 77. I said, okay, you didn't know. King thinks that the 70s is all about the drugs. Simone said that she loved the 70s style. Curtis and Simone greeted one another, and they was messing with Curtis. Where your hands at? Hug me, sir. Don't be scared to put your hands on me. Okay. That was the little running joke that they got going on. Damon comes in just as regular as ever in his scrubs, as always. Toya shares with Simone that Contessa spent $40,000 on this party. And Simone said the only thing she spent on a party was $5,000, and that was for the boys' graduation. $5,000. She said, we don't need no pictures, no balloons, we don't need no reverb. Come on in, say congratulations, and go on back to business, eat a little food. Toya said that her wedding was $70,000.
75.
75. Mimi said, in what year? I would like to know what year too, because ma'am, $70,000 on a wedding. The Metcalfs, they finally arrive. Once they arrive, they come in. Contessa and Scott make an entrance together with the family. Scott feels that Contessa spent way too much money on the party, especially with everything they got going on with the building, but he said he gonna stay out of it. This is what she wanted to do. This is what she can do. Toya said to Scott, you did a good job on the party, Scott. Scott said that he caught the shade and he don't care. He good. He said thank you. Heavenly said that the women, used to bend over backwards for their men. And so that's what's wrong with these young girls, is that they don't know how to bend over backwards for their men. Angel said, well, I'll bend over backwards for the right man if he's my man, the right one. Contessa had an outfit change. She came in her second outfit, which was giving Kinsietta, little sparkly dress. Eugene, he shares that he is working at 10 hospitals. 5. He's working at 5 different hospitals.
Oh my God.
He is working at 5 different hospitals, and all of the nurses at each hospital, they want him to stay and ask him, are you coming back? We need you, sir. We like you being here, okay? Scott gave a little speech at Contessa's event. He said that this is Contessa's first birthday party, and I'm happy for her. I love her to death. Scott shares that before, his mom said that Contessa reminds her of Rose from the Titanic. She always comes back. Okay, Diva.
Okay, the party. Let's get into this. Contessa showing up and speaking to Brandi, that's Contessa's problem. You always want to run your mouth, and then she forgets she runs her mouth. Contessa, they opening an integrative medicine place or whatever. Why don't you be your own patient? Prescribe yourself some memory pills, okay? Because she loved to run her darn mouth, and then she forget what she say to people. She the one sat there and was running her mouth to Brandi, okay? Upset that pretty much her husband didn't. Yes, he is. He's very boring. Yeah. That wanted to say that he didn't participate in this party. I mean, if you wanted the party, you did it. And at 20 years in the game, Royaire, you should know your partner.
Not soon.
Yeah. Yeah, soon it will be 10 hospitals. Okay, you know your partner. So why are you complaining 20 years later? This is who he is. He doesn't plan. But if as your partner, he's okay with you dropping $40,000 on a birthday party, then just roll with it. And not only that, you what do you call it? You got a party planner. What do you want him to do? Right? Show up, honey. And matter of fact, I would have got your outfit too, because that's what you got to do with these men. Be like, no, babe, my party is Friday. Don't forget, I already got your outfits. Take it to the teller. Let me see it on you right now. Let me make sure I like it, because that's how I get down. You understand what I'm saying? Because men are men, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But as long as he's good with you spending this $40,000 of the household money, because you said your share bank account, then roll with that, Contessa, and shut up. She's been complaining. How long has she been on this show? So she probably complained about Scott the whole 10 years. That's why they almost got divorced. Contessa, stop. So now, Mimi and Angel getting ready. I ain't that into Mimi yet either. Whatever the Mimi. I look at her things and I'm like, okay, I gotta get used to Mimi, right? Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly getting ready together. Okay, all right, fine. You know what I'm saying? Simone and Cecil, they do what they do because Simone is a hothead, right? Daddy showing up with not in costume, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And
why are you here?
Why are you here? He just got his nose in the air like he is like him and Heavenly are the king and queen of Married to Medicine. Dr. Damon, we don't see you that way. At least the Diva don't. Like, come in dress code. Like, stop, right? Toya and Eugene. No, Eugene didn't come, right? Was Eugene working? No, he was there. That's right. He was there. And then King and Quad. They did look good, though. I'll give them that. They did look good together. Yeah. Their outfit was cute. A matter of fact, if I had to pick who had the nicest outfits, I'm gonna say it was King and Quad.
Okay.
King, he's spot on with that 70s look.
Yeah.
And Quad looked good too. So I'm gonna give them like the best look of the night for sure. They killed it.
Enjoy Eugene and Toya's outfit.
You gotta remind me of their outfit.
Eugene had on a pink suit, kind of like a pink pimp suit, and Toya had on some sequins.
Yeah, but I think like if we could pull up the pictures, I really thought Quad and King, it was a slam dunk. Toya telling Simone about the $40,000. First of all, Simone don't play about her money. So, so of course Simone ain't gonna agree with no 40 grand party because Simone ain't doing her money like that because later on we're gonna see when she talked to her son. Simone don't play about her funds. She's trying to retire, okay? She said she spent $5,000 on both the kids' birthday, graduation party, and it was no need for balloons. Simone is just messy. Come on, the two kids, they graduated, Simone. But Simone is tired of spending her money, so she ain't that. Yeah, Toya did $75,000 on her wedding. Toya and Eugene been married for a while. So if back then she spent $75,000 on her wedding, that's a lot of money, Royaire. It's a lot of money. So Eugene knew what it was because Toya always been spending this money, okay? They kept talking about Scott not planning for the party. When Contessa arrived, her entry was lackluster. Her change of outfit was lackluster. And when the girls was all sitting together and they was talking about Scott, now what I did like is I liked how Contessa shut it down and spun that thing around like Quad said. Okay. She said, this is a beautiful party. Y'all ain't never been to a party like this. Now, how she know where the people went? She told them. She said, y'all ain't never been to a party this nice. Okay, that's what she said in her confessional. Okay, so y'all cutting up on my birthday. She said, don't do it. Don't do it. We ain't doing this right now. The joke with Simone and Curtis, I thought that was funny. I thought that was cute. And how she told Dr. Jackie, and she told Curtis, you could hug me. You could put your hand on me. I thought that was a cute little joke. Other than that, the party was the party. The players' ball was the players' ball.
Yeah, I don't see nobody posted any pictures from the party, so
they slipping. They need to get their lives together. They should have posted them pictures.
Yeah.
Not even Quad?
No.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, they just have clips from the episode. Okay, hold on. I can show these.
Oh, you know what? I will say this. Eugene in that 5 different hospitals and the nurses love him. That was messy, okay? That was messy. And Heavenly right, she don't get in that girl business. Yeah, Simone, Simone she can't really.
Okay, the wig wasn't wigging at
Nah.
all.
Dr. Heavenly looked a hot mess.
There go Eugene in that pink suit.
Yeah, that's funny. Angel, she was a mess.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Mimi was okay.
I like Mimi's. Yeah, I thought she fit very well.
She did. I like Mimi's. Yeah.
Yeah. So those were the pictures. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Overall, in my opinion, that scene, Contessa trying to give advice to somebody that's been married for 10 years, girl. It's been 10 years. At this point, he is who he is. Ain't no changing him. So take your own advice and figure out your own marriage with Scott, because obviously you're unhappy. I love my girl.
You done tapped out all 401ks and all of that, and you sitting here complaining. Girl, come on, get your life.
Yeah,
We bought a building. We bought a building in the most prestigious part of the land, girl. And you crying about some 40K party and he didn't plan it?
Yeah. I mean, Scott is who he is, and Heavenly told us this, Contessa shares her business, forgets what she shares, and then when you start to tell her, or support her in, the way that she feels, then she get mad at you. Ma'am.
She want to cut you.
She want to cut you. Ma'am, it don't work like that. You talk about your husband, it gives people the perception that you're unhappy in your marriage, and it kind of gives people permission to also talk about him as well, because you're talking about them to him. Brandi talking about, yeah, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to talk to him. Why does Brandi need to tell your husband what you're feeling about him? Don't tell Scott nothing, Brandi. He is who he is. Obviously, Contessa is okay with it. They filed for divorce. They stopped the divorce. They're still married. So she's okay in the dysfunctional marriage that she's in. Let her be. Mimi and Angel, I'm not feeling Mimi. I'm just not. Maybe they haven't given us enough of her. Yeah. I also feel that Angel plays both sides of the fence from some of the clips that I've seen that are getting ready to come out, and I don't like it. We don't need nobody else that's going to play both sides of the fence. We need somebody that's going to stand on business in the group, if that's what you're going to do.
That part.
Jackie and Heavenly, they needed a moment, they are playing Heavenly a lot more in this season than what I thought they were going to.
Same here, Royaire. I thought she got her contract late, but she was everywhere.
Yeah, and for a friend of, she's doing a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot. I mean, she's narrating, when they be like, coming up next, like she's doing all of it. So, okay, Heavenly, get your check. As far as everybody being there, I'm glad that everybody was able to come and support. I'm glad all of the, husbands were able to have a good time. There was no real drama at the party. We did get to the next scene, Diva, and I'll throw this in here real quick. All the ladies have a little sit down. And so, Simone asked Contessa, did she enjoy herself tonight? And, what was her thoughts about the party? Contessa shares that she felt, this was her last year in her 40s and she didn't want to have any regrets, and she planned this party because she wanted to. She knew that Scott was not going to step up and do it. And so she went ahead and stepped up and did what he could not or would not do. Toya said, why didn't you tell him that you wanted this? And Contessa shares that she's been married for over how many years? Can't remember, 20 plus years. And she's hoping that, going towards 30, hopefully some things will change. And Simone had to let her know, honey, he is who he
29
is.
29 years.
I'm not 29. And Cecil ain't doing a damn thing, okay? So stop hoping, stop praying, stop wishing, because it ain't going to happen. It's not. And so Contessa felt that the ladies were being sexist because she said, I work full time. I got businesses. I don't need him to do all of this. I do this for me. And this is the confusion with Contessa. You complain to Brandi, you complain to Toya, you complain to Heavenly, you complain to everybody in the group. We sat at the table and had a whole dinner in regards to your marriage and your relationship just a couple of seasons ago for you to get up from the table and roll with Scott after you asked us to defend you from your marriage and Scott. But we sexist and you upset at us because we're trying to support you because you wanted your husband to help you throw this 40th birthday party because you've never, or 40s, because you've never had a birthday party before. Ma'am, this is who this man is. We know who Scott is, and we've been watching y'all on TV for what, 5+ years? At this point, if you don't know Scott, you're the problem, not Scott.
That part.
Anything on that scene with the lady? What else was said? Contessa said, she knows who Scott is. Heavenly said that she wasn't touching on Scott and Contessa's marriage. She's staying out of it. And Contessa asked all the ladies, why y'all talking about my marriage at my party? This is supposed to be the best party ever. So that was pretty much the ending of the party. Anything on that part with the ladies asking her?
No, she could have kept that party off our screen. This big deal, my last year in my 40s, I'm 49. I want this. I should have a red carpet or a purple carpet. Mimi is full of crap. I just listen. It ain't nothing for me to say about that scene. Because the change of dress too, Royaire, and the hair wasn't going with the dress. She needs a stylist. And that thing she had around the forehead, it was child.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else for that party. I don't.
Yeah, it was a lot of confusion going on. A whole lot of confusion. That's what it was giving me, confusion. But so we roll into the Whitmore dinner. The scene of the night.
Who child?
So, Simone, Cecil, Michael, and what was their other son's name?
Miles.
Thank you. They have been on Married to Medicine since season 1, episode 1. And so this is a 12-year relationship that we have watched from childhood into teenagehood, rolling into adulthood years with the children, okay? So, the boys have recently graduated from college and they wanted to have a little celebration dinner to celebrate their parents for helping them overcome the milestones that they have had. So the kids bring over some lasagna, it looks like. Now, Diva, the people didn't take the plastic out of the lasagna pan. Did you notice that?
Child.
I said, this is... So they are putting, the lasagna on the plates. They setting a table. Simone and Cecil are on their way home to meet the boys. Michael is making drinks and getting the family together and ready to come in and celebrate and be thankful for, what his mom has done, but then also ask for a little favor for his mom, okay? So they come in and hold on, Diva, because my page notes is mixed up. Sorry. 5. Sorry, everybody. So yes, they come in, and so they decide to have dinner, okay? And so Michael shares, Mom, I appreciate you for helping me graduate college. You got me a Jeep in high school, but I think it's time to upgrade the Jeep. It's time. And so, Simone says, well, listen, before we do that, we need to look at some bills. And we need to go over some things because we need to see if you can start paying some of those bills that you have, neglected to pay. So Simone goes to get her iPad. And so Michael is like, listen, I ain't trying to go over this whole budget thing right now. That ain't what I want to do. And Simone said, that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. So she pulls out the iPad. Apparently Michael has spent $60,000 on her Chase credit card. He doesn't know on what, how, or when. But he still wants his mother to buy him a car. Simone wants him to learn the value of $1 and that you just can't go out here and swipe a card. Michael feels that his mom should, be able to help him more because she has it financially. And so Simone wants to know what Michael's plan is in regards to law school because he wants to go to law school.
Mm-hmm.
And so he says, well, I mean, my mom is financially stable to pay it, so I think you should do it. And Simone says, I think you should go to get you some, what was it, Diva? Some scholarships. You know, some grant money and a loan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Michael said, well, what about all the white kids and the white parents who pay for their kids to go to college and they come out debt free? She said, well, what about all the white kids and the white parents that pay for their college to go and they come out with nothing but debt, you know, the parents being in debt and the kids got nothing. Michael was not happy. Simone got even more upset. She said, I don't think any of y'all really care about what I do and me heading to retirement. Does anybody think about me at this table? Miles said, well, I do. Cecil said, I think that you should be in support of your son. Your son always says that he wants to be successful.
So shout out to Miles.
He said, I appreciate you, mommy. Cecil said, you know, well, listen, we do have it, you know, and I think that we should be able to pay it.
Mm-hmm.
And Simone got upset and enraged because Simone said that she is the only one sitting at this table with a doctoral degree and that has paid her way to get it. And nobody cares about her heading to retirement and not having to work all of these years. Nobody gives a darn about it. She's tired of being the only one fighting against 3 boys. Nobody is ever on her side. Cecil, you never think about me when it comes to these kids. It's always about what the boys want and what you want. She said, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. Take it. I'm done with all of this. And you don't give a F about me, and I don't give a F about you. I have given everything to you all. Everything.
Okay.
And this is the thanks that I get. Michael said, well, I'm done. She said, you done? No, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop right there, Diva, because that whole scene.
That
Was
scene.
the episode of Married to Medicine, episode 3.
That scene right there. I watched it twice. And I said, I can't. As a matter of fact, I think I watched it more than that. I said, I cannot right now. Listen, when you get Simone in her feelings, hell has no fury. You better watch out and back down, okay? Once Simone get in her feels. And so, you know, Michael, he did go with her to watch what happened live with Andy, but I heard that 3 weeks after that, they didn't speak for 3 weeks. That's what they said on the blogs or whatever the case may be, right? So, anywho, Michael, you are entitled, and I get it. So this scene hit me a lot because it's like first generation. Yes, the scene was epic. It's like first generation Black wealth, right? But the situation here is Dr. Simone is doing all the wealth, and Cecil. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with this, but Cecil doesn't have to work as hard as Dr. Simone. Cecil is retired as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know what Cecil does, right? What's his job? So he's chilling like the boys. He's chilling like the boys. Simone is not just doing Married to Medicine. She still literally has a practice. So Simone is working, delivering babies, and she's doing Married to Medicine, and you here slashing the car to the tune of $60K. That's a lot, Royaire. And so you usually as husband and wife, you'll back each other up. But Cecil said that he understood what Michael was saying, because Michael had a point. He said, because we're blessed. Cecil said, we're blessed. And on that note, you need the help. And that's when Simone lost her stuff.
Lost it all.
Listen, well, Michael said he done. He ain't talking about this no more. She said, you're done? She lost it. And when she walked up and said, I give you everything.
Oh, my God.
She said, everything.
Everything.
He said, you're entitled behind. And poor Miles is just sitting there like, damn, I don't want to be a part of this right now. Like, But
ruined the family dinner.
Yeah, but he had to let mommy know. He said, "Mommy, I know, no, I can't.
I ain't scared, and I appreciate you, even though these are the fools. Though.
Shout out to Miles, okay? Miles said he ain't about to get cut off, and Cecil just sitting there, like, no, Cecil, 60K on a credit card. You just a swiping and swiping. That's a lot of darn money, Royaire. And then nothing is wrong with your Jeep. You just feel you outgrew it.
Just tired of seeing it.
Tired of seeing it. Child.
Let's take a look at this real quick for a second, Diva. Just real quick. Simone went live on Sunday during the episode. Y'all, let's check this out for a moment.
School, we gonna get it figured out. In case y'all wondering, I don't drive a Jeep anymore. I drive a Tesla. So bow.
Don't do that.
No, see, now you done stirred up some shit. Now.
Don't do that.
My bad.
That's now
but we good though. That's the moral. That's the moral. We are good, and we are a passionate family. So when y'all see us rah-rah go back and forth, those two people on my
we rah-rah. We've been rah-rah for your entire life. We gonna be rah-rah. We that rah-rah family.
And that's what it is. On my screen, she's above me and he's on the right. They're passionate people. So they go back and forth, but they're strong-willed and they're smart. So that's why the back and forth gets animated. It gets a lot. But we good, bro. That's it. Guys, like, and this had a disagreement with their mother. One, what our disagreement about is to be different because that's going to pertain to our family. One. Two, we happen to be on a reality TV show for you all to watch and feel obligated to give your opinion. And
we had a real moment on national.
Yeah, and that was a genuine and something me and my mom talked about. After that moment, me and my mom probably didn't talk for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That was a genuine argument that we had that we hadn't had before. And it happens. That's life. That's our family. I love my mom. We were just in New York having a blast. Then me and her, we were just in New York having a blast. So and we got, so everybody say what up to Miles. Miles kind of ducked in there in a heated, hot moment. What up, baby? Get you some love, Miles. Miles, get you some love, boy.
I'm just like say that,
or had a disagreement.
I'm just like say the comment. I don't speak. Well, they were in the middle of something, but that had nothing to do with me. But love you
guys. Miles is funny, y'all. Miles is funny. As the longer we on the show, the more y'all gonna see it. That's a funny guy, bro, and he's involved in the family just like we're all involved in the family. We're 4 peas in a pod. Like, that's how it works. We all have our relationships with each other, and it makes our family go. So what y'all see, it don't matter, bro. We know what we got going on.
I'm just like say that.
So we talked about in high school, right? Got the Jeep, boom, Jeep was cool. But now we're starting to teeter towards Jeep not being so cool. So now it's
really? What makes a Jeep not so cool?
No, it's cool, but it's just like, I'm tired of seeing it. I know you tired of seeing it.
Tired. What we do have to look at, though, is your financial situation to see if you could afford to make any payments.
It was everything. I'm glad they're good, but you know what though? In all actuality, where families do go through it.
Yeah,
and like she said, they had a real moment. And but he messy though. He said, "I'm good. I got my Tesla." So he is a spoiled, rotten rat.
You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of Nene with her son.
Yeah.
You don't spend no time
with your brother. Yeah, no. It was
a real family moment, a real, a lot of my generation, because we have been handed so much, we are just in this mind frame that everything is just handed to us. We just sit back, do what we can, and it'll just come. For Simone, in my opinion, to be trying to teach Michael at 25, 24 years old, the value of $1, honey, it's too late. That was something to teach him back years ago when y'all first, started all of this out. He has become accustomed to a lifestyle. He knows that you can afford to keep it up, and that's what he is going off of. Now, the way he went about it, I do think that it was a little out of pocket, a little disrespectful. Would I do that? No, because, I would be picking myself up off the floor. But, I love the moments. The moment of it all was everything. This is the reality TV that we talk about. We want to see on TV, not the catty girlfriend fights, not the catty stupid stuff, the real intimate family relationships. You see that Cecil and Simone.
And not the lies.
And not the lies.
And not the lies.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know my own son got arrested.
I found out on social media. The people had to get me together. I was believing heavily for a second, but the people had to get me together. I was like, okay. But, the marriage. But the marriage, we have watched Cecil and Simone's marriage since, 12 years ago? What we in, 2025? So 2014, 13. I mean, we've been watching this relationship, and it's had its ebbs and flows, and we still see that they have these ebbs and flows, obviously. But like Michael said, they are a family. They love one another. They have fights. They have arguments. They're loud. They've always been loud. And this is what it is. But I do definitely understand where Simone was coming from. I think for Cecil to not want Michael to step up as a man to start providing the lifestyle for himself so that he can go forward and do that for his family, it's problematic as a Black man. I think it's problematic.
No, Cecil, I'm in agreement with you, Roy.
Yeah. Cecil has spent so much time riding Simone's wave financially. It's problematic. It's problematic.
Yeah. And where are these boys gonna find a Simone? They not. These ladies out here now are looking for like a Simone and a man. Yeah. Parents raised entitled children. Listen, you know what though? Sometimes by the time you realize that you raise an entitled brat, it's too late. But I promise you, if 60K was on my credit card, I don't care if I was Simone. We ain't doing that. But see, I would have stopped it before it got to 60K.
Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. $60,000 in a year, and you can't tell me what you spent. Proof of any kind of real investments or any real property or anything of value that you spent it on. Just a waste. And then you want me to turn around and play for another 4 years of law school? Oh, sir, you have fell and bumped your head for real. Hell, the 60K right there could have took care of your first year of law school.
The child, but when Simone, she ain't had to do this to Cecil. She said, I'm the only one here.
And maybe that's why Cecil feels that he don't have to stand up as a man, because he knows that she's always going to wear the pants financially when it comes to their relationship. But as Contessa said, I think Simone set him up in that manner. Simone set him up with letting him know that she got it. And the moment that Cecil found a job and he was not looking or trying to do anything, he said in the way that I'm good. My wife is going to take care of it and I don't have to worry about it. For me, personally, I don't care. It's not something that I can deal with, but this is something that Simone has been putting up for 29 years. At this point, either shut up about it or walk away from it, because it ain't going to change. And this is the same fight we've been having. She's always felt that Cecil takes the side of the kids over what, she feels is right. So, interesting scene tonight. This scene made the episode of 10 for Diva. It made the episode of 10 for me. This scene,
100%, because it was real. It wasn't a phoniness.
Yes. So we get a few more check-ins. Mimi and Steve are having a little romantic moment before they head to bed. Quad and King are working out in the home gym, and then Contessa and Scott are doing some yard work together out on the patio. Heavenly and Simone, we're in our last scene of the night. Heavenly Simone arrived to Brandi's birthday dinner first. And so Simone is kind of sharing with Heavenly about the fallout of the night before, and sharing how Michael feels that she should pay for law school for him. And Heavenly is in agreement. You don't need to pay law school for him. He need to pay it for himself.
People who have entitled kids kill me how they should say you shouldn't give your entitled kids anything. She bought a whole store for her daughter. But you gonna sit there in school. Child bye. Child bye. I was like, really? Why should she not pay?
So do you feel that Simone should pay for him to go to law school?
She should if she have it. Listen, I talk a lot of mess too. And I ain't even got Simone type of money, but I'm paying what I got to pay for my kid to be in school. My kid said he want to go to grad school. I said, okay, I guess I got to figure it out. No, if you have, I'm not saying, listen, you should know that your mother is on SNAP benefits and asking them to pay for school. Now that's just ridiculous, right? Mm-hmm. If I got it, my kid gonna have it. Because what am I doing? I'm gonna die with it and then give it to them in my death? No, in real time. Listen, my father was a in real time person. In real time, whatever my father had that I wanted, I got it. So in real time, if I got it, the kid can have it. I think if Simone got it, pay for the school.
I feel for secondary school, I feel that Michael should be at least trying to get grants. I feel that he should be trying to make some type of responsibility for himself. At least trying. I mean,
I do believe that. I believe that also, Royaire.
At least try, but just to completely rely on Simone to do this. Simone is not young. Simone has said for several years that she's tired of working. Recently on the Angela Yee podcast, she just announced that she's no longer doing deliveries. She will be strictly doing OBGYN work in the office. So she's no longer doing deliveries at the hospital anymore. So she's trying to cut back to put another burden on her as a grown man, and she's paying for your housing, your car, and everything else. No, unacceptable. You need to be doing something.
Now listen. I'm not in disagreement with he should do some type of contribution. But you know what? Simone bought the. As well, go ahead and pay for law school. To me, I would pay for law school over a Tesla if that's, what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do. That does make sense. She shot herself in the foot with that.
Yeah, she shot herself in the foot. Like, if you paying for the Tesla, you might as well pay for him to go to law school.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see, where was I at? She said Simone said that she's tired of being the lone wolf in the family. And she's just really over it. Today is Brandi's birthday, and the ladies will be going out to have food, drinks, and fun on her husband. Okay, so Brandi said, "My husband is taking care of all of this tonight." Because her daughter went and moved to Florida to go to Florida. What is it, Florida?
I think it's A&M. Mm-hmm.
Okay, A&M. And then left and came up back to Atlanta. So you paying for colleges that she ain't staying at. You paying for businesses and homes because they bought her a condo down there, or rented one. So you wasting just as much money on Allura as she wasted on Michael. So it's all the same. So Brandi's husband is taking care of the birthday night, food, drinks, and everything. So this is an all-cast event. Let's see. Toya and Jackie, they arrived together. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read my notes, y'all.
Take your time.
Toya, they go back and forth. Toya is worried about everybody and what they got on their labels. If you ain't got on the label, Toya is like, what you got on? What you wearing? What is this? And Toya says that Jackie is just the ultimate professionalism. So if Jackie is the version of professionalism, she don't want to be her. And if Toya is the version of label hole, Jackie don't want to be her either. Contessa she had an after party at her house. after the day after her party for those who didn't really get to say hello or spend time with her. So she woke up the next morning, she cooked, made food for the day, people came over. And so the lady said, well, what does Scott do? She said, Scott sat on the porch and smoked cigars. The ladies are feeling bad for Contessa because they felt that she didn't have any time to relax, to really enjoy herself. And so Contessa says she likes to do. Doing and serving others is what she does best. That's her thing, okay? Well, Contessa, if that's your thing, put the shut to the up and stop complaining all the time about what you have to do. Not going on.
Word.
Stop it.
She was cooking from morning and night, she said.
Honey, a fool.
Girl,
If you didn't spend $40,000, you may have been able to hire a chef, but we see
that
where $40,000 went. Let's see. Toya, Brandi mentioned that her husband was going to be paying for the night, so told the ladies to enjoy themselves. Her husband did call, with her children. She told, said my husband's called. They just want to say, hey, they thanked her husband and the family, and Brandi thanked them a couple of times too. Contessa was, tripping about what she was being so thankful for, because she said, we ain't nothing but at a strip mall. Your husband paid for us to come to a strip mall and eat. Like, it was nothing special about this, it's just a regular dinner party. And so Brandi said, well, that's what it was supposed to be, a dinner party. It was not a party. My husband took the time out of his schedule to pay for this. Now, I can't I can't help that your husband chose not to put any effort into anything and pay for anything. She said, my husband did pay. He see me write a check for $40,000. Did you see me complain about it? Huh? No. Then Contessa want to pull out her little change purse and pull out a rack of 20s. Somehow, I got some money if you need me to cover it, girl. I mean, I got it for you if it is what it is. And Brandi is so confused because she's like, girl, what are you upset about? All I said is that my husband said that we could come out, eat and drink and have a good time. I'm like, what are you mad about? Contessa gets upset at the ladies because she feels that the ladies yet again are always talking about her husband and dogging out her husband, And Toya says, well, you're always the one bringing up your husband. If you don't bring him up, we don't have to talk about him. And she said, well, what group of friends is always talking about somebody's man? She said, this group of friends, girl. What other group? Do you not know where you are? Contessa said, hopefully in 30 years, something will change. Simone said in 29, so I mixed the scenes up, sorry. But she said in 29 years, Cecil ain't changed. It ain't going to happen. Contessa said, I would love to have a Rolls Royce, but I got a ring. And I'm happy with my ring. Qua said, well, there's plenty of people with a ring and married but unhappy and don't want to be in the marriage. Simone said, well, who else is in a marriage and unhappy and wants to leave other than me? And the lady said, no, Simone, take that back. You don't want that. You do not want that. And so that ended us off on episode 3 of season 12, The Players Ball and the Mom and Son Brawl.
Listen. We got 2 epic scenes this episode. We got Simone and her family, and then we had this dinner.
The show that happened.
Brandi was at the other end of the table. She couldn't, what she was really surprised about it, she couldn't handle the shade because everybody at that table was clutching their pearls. Okay? Because when she said, if my husband would have threw this as my first birthday party, I would have been underwhelmed.
I forgot about that. Oh my God. Underwhelmed. I forgot about that.
Oh my God, my stomach was hurting after this episode. I said, child, they was clutching their pearls at that table, okay? And then when they went to do the prayer, she said, should we be thanking your husband for this food, or do we thank you? Oh my God. And Dr. Heavily slapped her 5. I mean, listen, and Quad was like the shade. Yo, this tore me up. Now, I have to say this real quick. Quad came there with the finger waves. She needs to call a Wendy's stylist because Quad finger waves was a hot, stinking mess. Wendy slayed in those finger waves. Quads looked a mess. Okay, so you know they was going back and forth at this dinner. Brandi didn't know what to say. Now, why did she call her husband and have her husband and them kids on that phone FaceTime? Talking about, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. She did say thank you a lot. It must have been 20 times. And she probably not long ago paid. I don't think her husband paid for that lunch. I think she paid for it and wanted to say her husband did because he's sitting there in the FaceTime with the kids. Okay. And just looking like, thank you, baby. Thank you, husband. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She was like, how many times do we got to thank her? Her finger waves was a glue-on wig. It was, and it looked a hot, stinking mess. It was terrible. Wendy's, I think, was her hair. But whatever Wendy's was, Wendy slayed. And Quad, it was an epic fail. Okay? The shade just keep getting better and better and better. It did. Contessa tore that whole dinner up. She said it's a strip mall. and listen, Royaire, if you know you about to be on this show, just order you about 10 to 15 outfits. Okay. Just have you 10 to 15 outfits. Brandi didn't even look cute for her own party. Now, where they do that at? Her dress was not. She said she's in her 40s, right? That she wasn't looking cute in her own birthday dinner.
I don't even remember what she had on.
That's a problem.
I'm done with you.
Right, that's a problem. It looked like it was supposed to be some off the shoulder thing. Maybe while you talk, I'll go to her Instagram, see if I can see anything. But no, it was not. Honey, listen, I was here for the dinner because when Dr. Heavy now, which sometime when she laughed, it killed me. Because honey, when she started laughing,
I said this.
if she slapped Contessa's hand, Brandi was at the end of the table steaming. She was like, no, hold on. This is going too far. Brandi, no, this is how these girls get down. You better wake up. You thought you was going to come and shade Contessa talking about, oh, my husband paid for this. And she let you know that party was enough and they was
we had a strip mall. I said, ooh, not the strip mall. Ooh.
And she said, I would have been underwhelmed. I mean, the girls were sitting there like, OMG. I was here. Royaire, go ahead. Talk to us, Royaire.
That whole scene laid me across the floor. I was trying to remember everything, but you definitely brought my memory back. Yes, and yes. Brandi, they read you down for filth. And the girls was riding with Contessa. They was not on your side at all.
No, it wasn't.
Not at all. But you know what? It be the fake outrage from me with Contessa. Because you got all upset, yelling and screaming and hollering. Then when Toya turned around and checked you and told you the type of friend groups that you in, you want to go and hug her. Girl, I know. Ain't that girl. Pick a side and stay on it. Stay on it.
She ain't post her birthday pictures.
Girl. It wasn't nothing to post.
She posted that dinner at the strip mall.
Diva, when they was pulling up to the outside and they had the little, like, the windows covered up and whatever, I was like, what kind of ghetto shit is it?
Child, no, I don't see no.
Girl, we got to put on our shoes and go look for you a house, honey. Oh, no. Not a white refrigerator.
Child. No, I'm looking here. I don't see not a picture of her at
I mean, it was nothing really to post. The dinner, it was not giving what it needed to give, for what the Married to Medicine ladies are used to, I guess, if you want to say that. It was very underwhelming. It was it was beneath us. It just was not the space.
Contessa was on one that night. She was on one.
I don't know what got into her food that morning, but it was all up in it. Scott must have really pissed her off because but that is a regular for Scott, a regular for Contessa for Scott to piss her off, and then she take out her frustrations on the other people.
No, I think that was about them kept trying to shade her that he didn't pay, because she kept saying her husband paid. She was trying to shade Contessa. So she caught the smoke from her trying to shade Contessa. She was like, thank you, because that's why she kept thanking her husband. She was trying to shade Contessa. Contessa caught it and she slam dunked it. She hit a home run.
Contessa running out complaining about her husband. Shut up!
Yeah. Shut up! When she pulled out that change purse, I was done.
She say, because I got my money too. I mean, do we need to pull it out? Like,
I said,
we got joint bank accounts. I was like, okay, joint.
I said, this is a mess. This is a
mess. I said, the money that y'all cashed out for y'all $1.2 million building that still ain't done, girl. Stop it. How you out here rolling out $100, $20 bills, but you still got a building that you bought 3 years ago that still ain't completed?
Because she don't know how to handle business. You know what, Royaire, just really quickly, all jokes aside, when you got to stay on these contractors.
Yes.
Even the contractor that did my front yard, I could have punched him in the face. If I see him in the street,
oh my God.
I see him in the street, it's on site. Like they said, it's on site. I got one for him. Because he played me out. So the contractor thing, you really have got to stay on them, or you got to find somebody that you know that is really, really good. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. They will play you out.
I believe it. I totally believe it. I mean, anybody will play you if you let them. So, yeah, I totally believe that. But listen, everybody, that has been our recap of Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 3, the Players Ball and the Mom and Son Brawl. At the end of every episode, we ask that you leave your thoughts and opinions down below on the episode by leaving a rating in the comment section. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, please rate episode 3 of season 12, Married to Medicine, and we'll get to those in just a moment. Diva already said it in the middle of our show, and I'm going to say it again. This was a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. Amazing episode. Great reality foundational TV is what we're getting back to. And that is what we have been asking for. Enough of these catty, stupid girl fights. I mean, we can take a few every now and then, but let's get back into the actual reason of why we watch reality TV. Is to delve in the lives of the rich and famous, and those lives that we don't get to experience on an everyday for ourselves. So great episode. Shout out to Married to Medicine season 12. Y'all doing the darn thing. It's happening.
So yes, I a 10. 2 scenes alone gave it a 10 for me. Simone keeping it real with the boys and Cecil. Okay. A 10. And then that last scene, the dinner at the strip mall, the birthday dinner at the strip mall.
That was underwhelming.
Underwhelmed. I would have been underwhelmed. Honey. Okay? Honey.
Okay. Is so weak. Oh my
God. So weak. And then listen, just the last episode, Simone, what's the name? Quad made up. Now Simone sitting there talking about she don't want to be married, and Quad talking about, don't say that.
Take that back. Take that back.
Take that back. Child,
No,
no.
what I will give Quad is that she has always been a supportive advocate for Simone and Cecil's marriage. Like, I will give her that. And I love that. And as a group, as a whole, you know what, Diva, and I was talking to a friend about this the other day. If you really think back on it, Diva, like, take a second and think, okay? Married to Medicine is the only cast that they are married to their original spouses from day one of being on their reality show.
Yeah.
And that is what keeps them going, in my opinion. We have a consistent cast group with consistent spouses, and we know we're going to get a good show every season. And they do it all the time. They've done an excellent job. Excellent job.
No, I'm here for it. I really am. I'm here for it wholeheartedly, 100%. And I totally agree. And that's why I don't know why Quad is there, because she's not married to Medicine, my love.
My love. We love you, Mariah. Katrina gave this episode an A. Dunbar gave this episode a 10. Strawberry is giving this a great recap. Thank you so much. Irish is giving it a 10. All's Fair is giving it a 10. Ooh, great show, by the way. If y'all have not seen All's Fair, make sure you check that out. Super good.
All is fair. Oh, you okay? You know what I'm thinking of? It's so many alls. I'm thinking of All Her Fault.
But that's good too. I have started it. You talked about it the other day. I did start it, so that's good too, y'all. That's over on Peacock, so go check that out. But All's Fair is on Hulu, so check that out too. Tracy is giving this episode a 10. Who is this? Catre Hill. Qatar? Is it Qatar? Sorry. Takara Hill is giving it a 10. Jeremy is giving it a 7. Oh my God. Simone's scene was not good to see.
But it was real.
It looked good. It was real reality TV. This is what people are experiencing in their real homes with growing kids who, have relationships. These are relationship situations. So I thought it was a great moment to see. If we say we want to see reality TV, this is the reality that's going on in people's lives. So, thank you, Jeremy, though. We appreciate you. Monique is giving it an 8. Josie is giving it a 10. Exactly, Simone's alone. Okay. Raheem, he said, the only 10 I'm giving it out of the year. Okay. All right. Well,
that's the only 10 he giving out for the year. Well, you know what you gave it out.
That means something, okay? Because if Raheem giving 10, that means it was a good episode.
That part.
Let's see. I Am 50 Gold is giving it a 10 as well.
For Miles and Simone.
And then we got a 10 on the recap. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all so much. Simone's family is a real Black family, and he is loud, proud, and in color. Okay.
Yeah. But I still say, Royaire, Simone had to do that to Cecil. She said, I'm the only one. At this table with a doctorate and a graduate's degree.
Cecil got chin check, girl.
Wait, Michael got chin check too. Because when Michael tried to tell her he was done, she said, "You're done? I'm not." Okay. Said you spoiled your entitled. And then when she walked off Royaire, when she walked off, she was still going off.
Everything to y'all, everything. Y'all don't give a damn. Diva, 2025 is the year to chin check, okay?
Yes, honey, chin check, okay? Got to chin check somebody.
Oh my God. Well, listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight for our recap of Married to Medicine. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit the like button on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. Join Diva tonight for trending topics about 8:30. She'll be going live for that. Continue to keep watching us for our Married to Medicine recap and our Real Housewives of Potomac recap. We are recapping that. We are also going to recap the Diddy story, the Diddy lady documentary on Netflix. We are planning on doing that within the next couple of days. So just stay tuned to our channels. We'll give you an update on when that is happening. Anything else, Diva?
No, that was good. I love this episode. Come on, Married to Medicine.
Yes.
Mhm,
Listen,
give us
we
a
love
show.
y'all. We appreciate y'all. Happy holidays. Make sure you spend some time with your friends and family, the ones you love the most. It is the holiday season, so make sure you spend that quality time with your family. We get one life to live, so make sure you live in it to your best abilities. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to both channels and your notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Royale's World.